Welcome to a brand new episode of Pop Culture Primas.
Woo!
How's it going?
It's freezing.
It's freezing.
That's how it's going.
Is it still snowing by you guys?
It started snowing again today, yeah. But we have like negative temperatures. So yesterday was like -4, but that was like without the wind chills. So yeah. How's it by you?
Do you want to know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow?
Kind of.
64. And then Wednesday is going to be like 70.
Ooh, okay. So tomorrow here, high of 19, 40%. No, high of 16. Wednesday, high of 19, sorry.
Well, that sounds not, I don't miss that. And I'm sorry.
A lot of snow too, so lucky you.
I'm sorry. All right, let's jump right into this because there is a lot to talk about for this week. Thoughts on the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl, I thought went really fast for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I feel like usually it feels like a whole all-day ordeal thing. Like I just feel like it takes forever. But yeah, I feel like it did go by fast.
But I mean, Tom Brady won again, and I feel like he just made it look so easy, and I felt really bad for Mahomes, the other quarterback.
Yeah.
This poor kid just kept getting knocked down.
Yeah. I just don't understand people's fascination with Tom Brady. I am very, I don't know, I say this to Dennis all the time. I am convinced he signed a deal with the devil, sold his soul for all of this because there's just no reason for people to be so obsessed with this man. Because, like, literally, it's just like everyone favors him. I'm not a sports person, but I noticed it. I'm like, why are they, anytime his team or whatever team he's on is playing against somebody else, they're always calling flags, I don't know, stuff, whatever.
I did see something about how they said that like the playoff game was like rigged, like the refs like rigged it or something. So maybe.
I don't know. I don't know football. But what are your thoughts on the weekend's performance?
Okay. At first, I was a little disappointed. But then the more and more I thought about it, it's like, okay, we're still in a pandemic.
Yes.
And he's not a performer. Like, he's not a dancer. Because if you compare him to everybody else that, like, you think of a Super Bowl performance, like J-Lo and Shakira, Beyonce, Lady Gaga, like, these are performers.
That is very true. Yeah, that is very true.
That's not who he is.
No.
And, I mean, at the end of the day, it was decent. And he didn't have a pre-recorded like vocal track playing. I'm
sorry, it sounds like there's a train outside my house and I'm not sure where that's coming from, so if you hear that, I apologize.
I can barely hear you because my heat's going. Lincoln's upset over there. I don't even know what's happening right now.
Go on.
But yeah, I don't know, what did you think?
The same. Dennis was very mad because the audio wasn't good. Like in the beginning you could barely hear him, I felt like.
Yeah.
Like I felt like the audio
that goes into him not playing the pre-recorded vocals.
Yeah.
So they'll do like different runs, right?
Yeah.
And in like the full on like dress rehearsal, they'll record the vocals from that. So then when the time comes for the actual performance, they'll be singing along to themselves singing. So it seems more real, but he didn't do that, which is why the audio was all wonky.
Got it.
Was, like, so out of breath.
Okay. And I loved when he was in the box. Maybe that's where all the $7 million of his own money went toward, was that lighting in the box, but that was pretty cool. That was pretty neat. I like that.
All the memes though. The memes, the TikToks. But I think I was a little disappointed, like also because I feel like he was making such like, I don't know, statements with all of like his other acceptance speeches from 2020. And this just seemed like a little watered down, but I don't know, maybe he was told like, don't do that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Again, nothing will compare to J-Lo and Shakira. It was the closing ceremony of America, basically. It's going to take a lot to top that.
But yeah, I think he did a great job for what it was. But okay, so he put $7 million of his own money
on top of whatever budget is given.
It was $10 million.
$17 million?
$17 million. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm just thinking the best of people, right?
Yeah.
So he had all those dancers and all of like those choir singers and
Yeah.
like musicians and stuff. I was like, maybe he provided work for these people that
Yeah.
have been out of work for so long.
Yeah.
And like paid them a decent wage.
Yeah.
Because
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, he's got to be paying them like decently for $7 additional million. A
lot of money.
Lots of money.
I could use like
I could use just a little bit of that. Just a little bit of that.
Something. A little slice.
Give me a little bit of that.
Slice.
On to the next thing. Our boyfriend Dan Levy hosted SNL.
He did.
How did you watch it?
I watched up until the performer, and then I don't know what I got sidetracked to something, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched an episode of SNL in, I can't even tell you how long, like years maybe. Like it's been a very long time. So this is the first time I actually sat down and watched an entire episode. I liked my favorite, I don't know if you saw it with him and Kate McKinnon were at the wedding. And it was like their friend getting married and they're just like, oh, objection. Like, are you sure you want to marry him? Like, are you positive? Like, just kind of like doing like the back and forth of that. Uh-huh. And pretty much they're saying, yeah, we don't like him. He's boring. And the lady's like at the altar, like, I'm getting married right now.
I'm like, right here.
Come on. So finally it gets to the point where the husband is like saying his like vows and they're just like texting, like loudly texting. And he just like snaps at him, snaps at them. And they're like, oh my God. And he goes, rail me, daddy, or something like that. It was so funny. They're like, oh, we like you now. Go ahead. You have her blessing. Because he suddenly got hot because he like snapped at them or something. But I think that was my favorite skit. That was pretty funny.
I like the beginning. He was like walking through the set, like the SNL set.
Oh yeah, and Eugene Levy.
His dad was there. But the skit that they did with like COVID and like your friends seeing each other for the first time.
Oh yeah.
As like they're all waiting to take their masks off, and then they finally do, and they're like but then they keep saying like, oh yeah, we're totally safe. Like I have like a wrestling club with 20 of like my closest friends. But then at the end of that, so they started like eating chili, and then they freeze because Dr. Fauci comes and says like, don't do this for your Super Bowl party or something. Yeah. And then they all run off the stage. He almost fell.
He almost fell again in a different one with the Broadway number one. Did you see that one? He and I think I forget what the other cast member's name was. They were doing like a Broadway number, and he like stood back and he like reached his hand out because he lost his balance. He's so adorable. I love him.
He did so great.
He did.
But his mom.
Oh, don't! Oh my God! Don't! Oh my God! I'm gonna cry.
It was so sweet.
I'm gonna cry.
What did she say? Hang on, I have it. It says, this goes out to the bully punks at Camp WTF who made life miserable for a certain cabin mate back in the summer of 96, just because he was different. Well, after all these years, I have just 7 words to say to you. Live from New York, it's Saturday night.
I want to cry right now.
His parents are amazing.
They're the best. They're the best. But yeah, that was great. I liked it. I love him. He
did a good job.
He did great. Oh, I love him. Love him.
I'm happy seeing him as something other than David Rose.
Yes. And it's funny how he said, like, people are just now discovering Schitt's Creek, like, after it's over and whatnot. But, yeah, I'm excited because when Schitt's Creek ended, I think I read that I forget what network, he signed a deal with the network for, to create more shows. So hopefully there'll be more things in the future. I don't know how COVID has impacted it. He obviously hasn't announced anything, but hopefully soon he'll announce some new projects because, yes. Yes.
He's great. Love us some Dan Levy.
Yes. On to other things that I love. There's a possible Frasier reboot. And I am so happy. I really, really hope this happens. I really, really hope this happens. This is one reboot I could totally get behind because I love Frasier. But the only sad thing is I forget the actor's name who played the dad. He passed away a few years back, so obviously he won't be a part of the reboot if it happens. He was John Mahoney. He was my favorite Martin. But yeah, I'm on board with that. Hopefully it happens. And it's going to be for Peacock. So
Peacock, they're trying something. They're trying to get people over there because they have The Office now.
Yes. And I guess all their movies are going to be on there, and TV shows. I was cracking up at the Beavis and Butthead commercials. I don't know why.
Can we circle back to commercials? I did not see the Beavis and Butthead one. The Paramount one?
So yeah, in the Paramount, there was I think 3 that I remember seeing Paramount ones, and it's all characters from different Paramount projects. 2 of them with so there was this I forget her name. She played Sasha in The Walking Dead. She's now the lead in the Star Trek show. So they were on the mountain, the snow and everything. There's this bridge, and the bridge the ice cracked. And she goes, "There's a crack in the bridge," and then Beavis and Butthead are she said crack, and I just lost it. And then another one where I guess there was a dance. There the bald guy from Star Trek. I forget his name. Sir Patrick, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
I think that's his name. He's sitting at a bar. He's "Oh, we need to celebrate," or something, celebrating, and music starts playing. So all these random characters are just dancing, and then Samara from The Ring just appears, and Beavis and Butthead are just staring at her. I just thought it was so funny.
I didn't see any of those.
I don't know why. I thought it was hilarious.
Well, disclaimer, I couldn't figure out how to stream the game for free up until the first half. So up until the halftime show, I was watching ESPN Espanol. So I didn't see, I don't think, the same commercials that you saw.
Probably not.
But the Cadillac commercial with Timothy Chalamet.
Yes.
It was actually really good.
I loved it. And he would be the perfect Edward Scissorhands or son, whatever. Obviously, we know that doesn't happen. That she doesn't have a kid with him, but I thought it was fucking perfect. I loved it.
And Winona Ryder looked amazing.
Yes, I think she is, since her comeback. I'm calling it a comeback because I feel like she really did do too much beforehand. Her comeback with Stranger Things. She's doing good.
Yeah,
she's doing good.
There was also the Wayne's World commercial with Cardi B.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that one was funny.
That one was funny.
But that's kind of it. As far as what stuck out.
Yeah. Very few.
A lot of people, I think, pulled out of Super Bowl spots because they felt it was just kind of maybe tone deaf, to put that much money towards a commercial spot when they can pay their workers.
Yeah.
So that kind of made me happy. Because I'm these commercials are kind of just regular commercials, but it's I don't know. That's fine. That's fine with me.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not. I feel like commercials have lost their excitement for Super Bowl. Now, for me, it's just about the performances, but...
Right.
We shall see. So, we have another fallen star. Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
I'm not surprised.
I know, but I feel like all this time and now things are being revealed. What is happening? So as of right now, 11 women, including Evan Rachel Wood, his ex-fiance, is accusing him of abuse.
That's a lot of women.
That's a lot of women. Sorry, Dennis is calling me. Let me text him. But, yeah. That's a lot of people. And, rape fantasies, just, having, a sex dungeon and stuff like that. Whoa.
Yeah. You can only, assume so much about someone from looking at them on the outside.
Yeah.
But I feel for the most part, he kind of is the person that he portrays, his persona of his performer persona.
Yeah.
But I saw that Rose McGowan was sticking up for Evan Rachel Wood. Wasn't he married to Dita Von Teese?
Yes,
too?
and she claims that she never experienced
Interesting.
But he all in his statement, he's been dropped by his agency, record label, like everything has like dropped him basically. And he, in his statement, he says that all his relationships were consensual or whatnot. But again, yeah, if you're into freaky shit, someone could consent to that. But maybe some people have their limits, and limits need to be talked about.
Yeah, it needs to be understood that consent isn't like a blanket statement.
Right.
It comes in like phases and stages.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. Because when I first wrote the note, it was 4 women, including Evan, Rachel, Will. And as the week has been going, I've been looking, and I've changed it to 7, and now I changed it to 11. So far, 11 people.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Freaking wild.
Good. Okay.
Wild,
well,
wild,
I'm happy
wild.
that they're like, they feel comfortable now to like bring it up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with him in his like career.
Yeah. Well, maybe like Armie Hammer, who has been dropped by his agent and publicist.
I mean, that publicist probably like ran away.
Yeah.
Like,
He's
done.
Are you doing? He's done.
Okay, so I saw a TikTok that kind of creeped me out.
What? Yeah.
So I guess sometime last year, Armie Hammer worked a construction job for a little bit. I don't know. So, but then the construction site that he was working at, they found remains of 2 women.
How is this not in the news?
I just saw it today. I wish I saw the article that she was like citing it from.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're saying like not saying he has anything to do with it, but at the same time, yeah, with everything that he's been saying and whatnot, like that would be really bad. Can you imagine? Those poor families, though.
Yeah. But I'm still confused that he was working a construction site. That's something I need to read on because I
didn't know. Yeah, I don't know why he was doing that either.
I mean, maybe he wasn't. I mean, I feel like he doesn't really have a Social Network was what, like maybe his first acting job, and even then it wasn't really him. It was his face and somebody else's face, like digital or whatnot, like weirdness. So I feel like he doesn't get a lot of roles. Or I've never really seen him in a lot of things. But then again, he did the Call Me By Your Name. I feel like that was a huge success. So he should have... I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah, but even though... I don't know.
The whole situation is still confusing to me.
But either way, I think he's... I don't know what's going to happen with him either. But I don't think it's going to be good.
No. Not at all. But I will definitely find that article and read up on that. Because I've never heard that.
Yes, I'll find it.
That's crazy. Whew, okay.
Creepy.
Well... Maybe him and Marilyn could be friends.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
On to couples. Rebel Wilson broke up with her boyfriend. No idea who the guy was. I think he was...
Wasn't he like the Bush heir?
That's right. Yes. But they broke up. She looks amazing.
Yeah,
she looks phenomenal.
Great. Good for her.
Get on with your bad self, girl. But I feel like... Were they together long?
I think it started like last spring or last summer.
Okay.
So not like
together
crazy
for a little bit.
Yeah.
But she announced it by using a single girl hashtag on her photo that she posted. So that's one way to announce it.
Own it. Own it. Own it. This. Ashley Benson and G-Eazy split up.
Yes. She unfollowed him on Instagram.
Oh, that's telltale sign.
That's when you know it's over. The unfollow. Yeah. I was just waiting for that one to just fizzle out. Surprised it lasted as long as it did. We just
talked about them. Did we talk about them last week? The week before.
I know we mentioned Ashley and Cara. Yes, either last week or the week before.
Cara.
But yeah, I've been waiting for that one to like fizzle out. But yeah, they have split. She's not following him on Instagram, so I don't know. I don't follow her, and I don't know if she's ever posted pictures with him, if she's deleted them or whatnot.
I don't follow her either.
Yeah. But this news comes out of left field.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers and Shailene Woodley
are reportedly engaged.
Literally, it was just announced like 2 days ago that they were like long
Rumored
distance
to be dating. Right.
And now they're
But
engaged.
he won MVP like Saturday night.
Yeah.
For something, and he thanked his fiance.
Yes.
So.
What's happening with that?
I don't know. But I like her.
I like her too, but I think she was like dating, I want to say like a rugby guy or something like that. A soccer player. Shailene, she was like dating some athletes. I want to say it was like rugby, lacrosse. It was some random like sport thing. Not long ago, I want to say. Maybe at least a year ago. So, yeah, that's just out of left field for me.
Yeah. But, I mean, if they're happy, they're happy.
Yeah. Okay.
She was dating, New Zealand rugby player.
Okay, there we go.
Vola Vola.
Oh, that's a fun name.
Yeah. Vola Vola.
That is a fun one. But yeah, we'll keep an eye out on that if that's like an actual thing that's happening.
Yeah.
So on to our favorite segment, things I learned on TikTok.
Yeah.
Regina George confused Lebanese for lesbian?
Question mark.
Question mark, exclamation point, question mark.
Went over literally everybody's head.
I believe it.
For years. Me too.
I believe it. So there's a TikTok going on around that Regina George confused
Janice Ian she's Lebanese.
Yeah, for being lesbian. Confused Lebanese for being lesbian.
Because at the end, because Kevin G asked her, like, what are you? Or something. It's like, oh, I'm Lebanese. Yeah. And I don't know what he said. He's like, oh, I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Because I thought it was weird because I'm like, okay, if Janice's character was was supposed to be gay, how come which is, okay, fine, yes, she could end up with the male, but still, like, it, like, conflicted with the storyline to me, at least. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense to me. And then they also pointed out that in Glee, they had a shirt that said Lebanese, but it was supposed to be lesbian.
Okay.
So it makes sense.
Yeah. Tina Fey, you have 24 hours to respond.
Seriously, I don't know why she had, like, why wasn't it, like, ever, like, cleared up to begin with? Yes. She needs to respond to this. Somebody needs to comment on this because
it's such like a subtle, like, amazing joke.
Yes.
That the whole movie is like based around, and it's like it went over all of our heads. Like we did. How many years later? Yeah. Are we like, wait, what? Yeah. We're just like Regina George.
And then the whole thing where she's like, oh, she was like obsessed with me or whatnot. I think that was just all of us when we were young. When we were like 13, we get a new friend and all of a sudden they don't want to be your friend. You're like, what did I do wrong? Like, why can't we be friends? Like, it sounds needy, but that's what it is. And stupid girls could take that as, oh my God, you're in love with me. But that's not the case.
Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I saw that. That was.
Yeah.
Mind. Yes, exactly. Whatever that is. Mind boggling.
Seriously.
Bottling. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, I mean, kind of just piggybacking off of what we talked about before with Gen Z saying that, like, millennials wearing skinny jeans or, like, side parts. Like that.
My side part right here, y'all.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Thank you.
I just want to talk to Gen Z real quick. If they're listening. They're probably not. No. But you had sent me a BuzzFeed article. Yeah. Which in of itself tells of how old we are. Yeah. Because that BuzzFeed article is like on the list. Okay, so number 1, wearing our hair in a side part. Like, okay, fine, whatever.
Not everyone looks good with the middle part, okay? Not everyone can pull it off.
Number 2, wearing skinny jeans. Again, I get it. You guys think you're cool wearing your 90s fashion, which we wore when we were like ages birth through like 10. Yeah. But whatever. Okay. Using the crying, laughing face emoji. Okay. Showing off our Hogwarts houses. I don't think I've done that.
That one made me laugh because I do notice that.
Using the word adulting.
Yeah. Okay.
The tweet says, "Why do millennials love to be like adulting? Like, yeah, you're pushing 30. I'd hope you're adulting." I think we're
Okay.
all just not
Call
about
us
our
when you
age.
turn 30 and let's see how you feel.
Exactly.
Please.
This one I didn't understand. Taking selfies from above,
Up like this.
like the MySpace ones.
Yes. So I guess it's like this now and not like this.
Okay.
We know about the angles, y'all. We started the angles.
Right, but I don't think you don't take pictures like that anymore, do you?
I don't take selfies, so no, I have no idea how I would take a selfie.
And then looking at the screen when we take a selfie, I don't know what that means.
Oh, yeah, I guess we're looking at the picture and not at the camera, was my understanding.
I feel like that's creepy.
That is creepy.
Looking right at the camera?
Like, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at the camera, because I feel like if I look up at the camera, it's going to look weird.
So it's like, let's just talk at the camera right now.
Okay, we're talking at the camera.
I'm talking to you.
I don't
Dear
know.
listener.
I just feel like I'm not looking at you.
Creepy.
So weird.
And then the word selfie. Like, what is wrong
What
with
other words
selfie?
are you supposed to do? What other word is there?
I don't know.
Just say take a picture of myself, so like the long version of it?
So can Gen Z please come up with a better word for selfie? It represents everything about millennials that we all hate.
Okay.
Mean. Saying doggo.
I don't think I've ever said doggo.
I thought that was like a new thing, so I thought Gen Z made that up. So this one, liking coffee. What is wrong with coffee?
What is wrong with that?
It's the only thing that keeps me going.
Yeah.
It gets me through the day.
Yeah.
Liking pizza.
What the fuck's wrong with that?
What the fuck is wrong with pizza? Yeah, it makes my guts act up, but still.
It's good.
I love pizza. Not liking pineapples on pizza. It's not for me.
No.
It's not for me.
No.
Liking bacon.
What's wrong with that?
How do millennials hype bacon up so much when it tastes like fucking shit?
Who says that? A vegetarian?
Maybe. Their Twitter handles at souppoopy69.
Oh, that's cute.
Saying I did a thing. This always bothered me.
Yeah.
Like when girls get engaged, like we did a thing.
Yeah.
Or like if they have a baby, it's like
we did a thing.
Cool. She bought a house. Like you did a thing. We bought a house. Like just say it. I've never said this, but proclaiming you're a girl boss.
No, I don't.
That's like
I don't want to be a boss, so I would not
No.
proclaim to be a girl boss.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Being obsessed with wine.
What is wrong with that?
What is wrong with that? I think it's because they're not old enough to drink yet.
We weren't old enough to drink yet, but we still did it.
We weren't drinking wine though.
We weren't drinking wine, yes. I feel like wine is a very adult thing. And it was hard to do illegally because you gotta have the corkscrew and everything. Like we had to like get stuff that was quick to open and dispose of.
Exactly.
So okay.
And wine was
just
not on that
wait,
list.
children. Just you wait.
Like, yeah. I mean, wine also another thing that gets me through the day.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking about the 2 to 4 glasses that I'm going to drink after work.
Yep, absolutely.
You know, associating the term black dress with 303. I don't know.
Oh, black dress with the that song?
Okay, maybe.
I never ever referred that song to a black. Well, yeah, whatever. No.
Okay, and the last one is finally taking BuzzFeed quizzes a little too seriously. And then
Guilty.
I know Alyssa felt personally attacked with that one.
Guilty. So guilty.
But here's what I have. Like, I thought we were doing so good, Gen Z.
Yeah.
Like, we were with each other.
Yeah.
Through 2020, we were fighting racism.
We were entertaining each other on TikTok. Like,
you know, we
were in this together.
You come for us with this dumb.
And you know, I like to point out, Gen Z, those children don't use cursive. They don't know how to cursive. They don't know what that is. And I remember seeing a TikTok with the WAP video thing where she says, when I ride the dick, I'm going to spell my name. And those girls were writing their name in regular letters and not in cursive. So, you know what, little girls? Stay little because you don't know what you're doing.
Stay little. Well, here's the thing, right? Like, at first I was hurt. But then I'm like, we all thought the same way.
Yeah.
Like, when we were like 16.
We just didn't have a huge platform to.
Yes. Put it out there.
Put it out there.
And for it to live, like, forever.
Yes.
But I do have to say this. like 30 is going to creep on them way faster than they think, because we're still in denial about our age.
Oh yeah, I'm. Yeah, if anyone's asking how old, I'm just saying 30s. I'm not saying the exact age.
Ballpark it.
Ballpark.
All right.
I'm in my 30s.
I'm how old you make me. Okay.
Yeah.
But I have a 3-year-old. I have a toddler. You know what that does to your spirit? Fucking breaks it every day. Because that kid wakes up and he chooses violence. Some days. No, he's actually really nice. But if you want honesty spoken to you, like point blank, talk to a toddler.
Yeah.
I'm immune. Also, we were around with cyberbullying. We were at the first gen cyberbullying.
Yes.
I'm unfazed. Unfazed.
Yes.
Come for me. I don't care. I wear my skinny jeans.
We got the original catfishing. Like, we were part of that when catfishing started. I was a victim of catfishing. Yes, we've all have been there.
But the thing with catfishing then was like a completely different person.
Yes.
Now they can manipulate their pictures and it still be them.
Yes.
But they look like a completely different person.
Yes.
So, I mean, I still have faith in Gen Z and like millennial harmony, but I'm a little upset right now.
Yeah, I am too. You know what? I'm going to start wearing my hair parted to the side, enjoy my glass of wine, and know how to write in cursive. So
there you go. Yes, and I don't even think they know what that means. If you're watching us on YouTube, Alyssa just hit both her fists together.
The universal friends gesture.
Yeah.
That's how we feel.
So that's all I have to say about that. Get
me heated. All right. Let's move on to our weekly binges. Have you finally watched the Euphoria Jules episode?
I didn't because I don't have HBO in any rooms redone right now. I'm sitting in a empty dining room. The guy's coming tomorrow. So no.
I feel like every time we've recorded for the past 3 weeks, he's coming tomorrow.
It's a different... Same, girl, same.
Well, you need to watch it. It's good. Hunter Schafer, the writing. She did an amazing job with the writing. Awesome. Loved it.
She wrote the episode?
She wrote the episode, yes. Beautiful.
Did you cry?
I was getting teary-eyed. It was emotional. They did a lot of callbacks to Rue's episode and other episodes and stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of, what's the right? Yes. So, it was good.
Okay.
I won't say anymore.
Okay, but it's good.
Gotta watch it. But yeah.
But something that's not on here, the Zendaya.
Yes, I was just about to mention that. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't write it down. Malcolm and Marie.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch it?
No.
Oh my God. I watched it at work. Oh, well, nobody at work is listening to this. I watched it at work on Friday. Oh nice. My God. I wanted a cigarette.
Ooh.
They're having, like, the characters are, like, smoking and just, like, the up and down. Oh, my. It was really, really good.
It's good.
Zendaya, I have no words for her. She's
amazing.
Just perfection doesn't even cover it. Her range is just, oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That girl is fucking talented. She is talented. I liked it. It was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, same creator of Euphoria, Sam Levin. Labyrinth music. So good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Euphoria, but black and white.
Exactly. Not as, like, crazy, but yes. I highly recommend it. It's so good.
But you also finished Dead to Me?
Yes, I never watched season 2.
I think I started it, but no, I haven't finished it either.
Yeah, because I think season 2 came out in the beginning of the pandemic, and I just never got around to watching it for some reason. And then my friend from work's like, you have to watch it. Binged it in one day. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Well, I started at work and finished it at home.
I feel like I did the same thing with the first season.
Binged it?
I watched the first season so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, so I watched it in, like, a day. There is going to be a third and final season, which the way it ended, I'm like, holy, did not see it.
Okay.
Well, you kind of see it because it's like, oh, yeah, that's obviously going to happen, but, like, who did it? It's good. It's good.
Okay.
It's really good. And, yeah, so I don't know with the whole pandemic, how it's affected filming, but they did renew it. Like when they premiered season 2, they did renew it for a third and final season. So I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, Christina Applegate. Oh, she's so good too. She's another one. Oh, my heart. She's good.
She's great.
She is really good. This other thing, it's called Bonding. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
So there's 2 seasons. Each episode is literally 15 to 20 minutes. It's the quickest binge that you will ever have. I wanted to like it. Even while I was watching the first season, I'm like, just something with the writing and the chemistry of the characters. It just didn't mesh well. And then so I Googled, and so it's about this girl. She's in grad school, and to make ends meet, like, to pay for grad school, she's a dominatrix. So
yes.
gets her friend into the world of it, but while reading it, people in is it BDSM? Is that the right?
BDSM.
Yeah. People in that community are not happy with the show because she, like, gets the friend to come in to help her under false pretenses, like, doesn't tell him, doesn't talk to him about things or tell him what's happening. And their whole thing, like, consent is a huge, huge thing in the community. Like, no matter what, like, you have to have someone's consent, and the main character doesn't get, even with her own friend, doesn't get consent from him, like, telling him what they're doing, where they're going, and, like, just little things, but that's, like, a huge thing in their community. So you could tell in the second season, and also, like, how they misrepresented, like, women in the industry there and all this stuff. So you could tell they tried to fix that in the second season. But it just, I don't know. If there's a third season, I don't know if I'd watch it. I just watched it because it was, like, the quickest binge ever. There were, like, maybe a few funny moments, but, yeah, it wasn't there for me. I was like, eh.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted it to be good, but it wasn't.
No.
So not recommended, guys. Don't recommend it.
Okay.
Don't recommend. History of Swear Words. Have you watched that?
No, I want to, but again, 3-year-old walking around.
Yeah, it's a quick watch. They're like 20-minute episodes. I think there's like 6. I can't remember how many episodes, but it's pretty interesting just to figure out like where the history of these swear words came from and like how it's being used, and it's just crazy. It's a fun watch.
And isn't Nicolas Cage
He's the host? Yeah, it's kind of weird because he's like being like silly, kind of, but it's kind of awkward. But it's really cool. So, yeah, definitely watch it when you're able to without Lincoln wandering around because he will definitely repeat.
He'll just start
repeat what he hears. And then the Framing Britney Spears.
I wanted to watch this before we started recording, but I didn't have time.
Okay, we'll discuss it next week then.
Okay.
Watch it. We'll discuss it next week. We'll put that on hold. I won't say anything else.
Okay.
I won't say anything. So, fill me in on WandaVision.
Oh my God, WandaVision is blowing my goddamn mind. Oh God, it's so good. So Julian's like, I'm not gonna watch it. He's like, he didn't really care for like Wanda's character in the Marvel series or Vision. So he's like, whatever. He just thought it was gonna be like the 1950s like sitcom because that's what the first couple episodes were.
Yeah.
But then I was watching the episode 5, and then he's like, I might watch it. Can you just like fill me in like what's going on, because it's like everything is tying in. It's insane. So spoiler, WandaVision spoilers. And if you're on TikTok, like that's my For You page. I don't know what happened. And like one maybe WandaVision like theory, and it's just WandaVision like spoilers everywhere. But spoiler right now, if you haven't watched episode 5, maybe just skip ahead real quick. So her brother, I told you, her brother died.
Yes.
Pietro. But there is crossover with the X-Men universe too. And Evan Peters plays Quicksilver, who is essentially her brother, but in the X-Men universe. So it's like another dimension, essentially.
Okay.
So at the end of the episode, Quicksilver shows up, Evan Peters. And he's like, what? You don't have like, you can't give our little brother like a hug or something? And she's like in shock. She doesn't know what's going on. Vision's trying to figure out what the hell's happening. He's like, I don't like, this doesn't make any sense, Wanda. Like, I have no memory. Like, why are we here?
Yeah.
So like all of it like coming, like crashing down or whatever. So it's getting really good.
Okay.
Whereas like, it's at first it made you believe that Wanda was doing this, right?
Yeah.
All of it's Wanda. She's creating this bubble because she misses Vision and just wants a happy ever after. But she doesn't know how they got there, or why all of this is happening. So which it makes people think that there's like a deeper, like somebody really dark at like the bottom of all this. But that means that there could be like a gateway to the X-Men series and like Fantastic Four, like so many different universes can come together if like this plays out. And the theory that I'm like most excited about, Chris Evans, obviously Captain America. He's always said he's like, I will never be Captain America again. But he did play Johnny Storm in Fantastic Four.
Oh.
So if he comes back, he could possibly be playing Johnny Storm, or there's like a Hydra version of Captain America that he could play, which is like kind of like the evil Captain America. And supposedly John Krasinski is supposed to be Reed. What's his name? Mr. Fantastic.
Okay.
They made reference to him. Like, I don't know. It's all like unraveling. And I feel like the biggest nerd trying to explain it, because it's not only like Marvel, it's X-Men. It's like, it's all these different universes coming together. So yeah, I saw a TikTok too that said like, when you realize you didn't have to watch all the Marvel movies, but the X-Men movies to understand WandaVision. It's, what's that song? I think it's like a Beyonce song, but it's like dramatic and like slow motion. Because yeah, it's a lot of information. It's a lot of people to keep track of, but it's so good. I can't wait for the next episode.
Okay.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I've never seen any of the Avenger Marvel Universe stuff. I only watched maybe the first 2 X-Men.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's not for everybody.
That's it. Yeah, I'm not a huge superhero person, but it's very interesting. And like I said, I read about the whole WandaVision stuff, so it's easier for me to read it, to follow it, than to actually watch it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, keep me posted. I like this. I like these recaps.
I think it would be hard for like you to watch the show and you'd be like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. And it's just like, meanwhile, I'm like,
that's pretty cool. That's pretty clever.
It's very clever.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So we'll see. Stay tuned.
Because how many episodes are there going to be? Like 8 episodes?
I don't know. Maybe 9. Because right now they're going on episode 6. So maybe 8. You're right. Okay. Nice even number.
Yeah.
But do you have any plans for Valentine's Day?
Oh, God. Valentine's Day. No. We never really celebrate Valentine's Day. Like, we definitely, like, we don't go out to dinner, like, pre-pandemic. Like, we would, like, make our own, like, steaks and whatnot and just have, like, make our own dinners. But, yeah, no, I never really go all... The thing is, I can't stand Valentine's Day, but I love the decor and, like, the candies. Like, that stuff I like, but I don't like celebrating it because I feel like every day should be Valentine's Day.
Every day.
Every day. Every day should just be Valentine's Day.
That's nice.
Yeah. Do you have any plans?
No. I get it. I don't think so. Obviously, pandemic and whatnot. So, I don't know if we've ever really gone out on Valentine's. I think Valentine's Day is like worse than New Year's Eve, almost like going out to dinner.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's so cheesy. Like, I just think it's just too much to like people who go all out for it and like celebrate and go crazy and whatnot. But yeah, we've never ever in the 6 years we've been together, we've never like gone out to celebrate it. We've always just bought steaks and just made dinner.
Steak and veg.
I do remember our very first Valentine's Day. We got stuck watching Bam, my sister's dog, for anyone who doesn't know. I forget where Bianca went out somewhere. My mom went out, and it was just me and him. So Dennis came over with, like, you know, the steaks and whatnot so we could, like, cook, and we were stuck there with Bam. And Bam was just acting insane, just, like, running around in a circle. Literally, Bam was a pug, and he was just, like, you know, a little fatty, and he was just running around, because I don't know if you remember the place that we lived in, how it was, like, all connected, like, the living room, dining room, kitchen. It was...
Yeah, your mom's place.
Yeah, like a big circle.
Wait, Dennis started dating when you were still living there?
My last year there, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Seemed like such a long time ago.
Okay, so do you remember coming over? Like, it was a bunch of us over. Like, he was there. Like, you and Julian came over. It was, like, a bunch of us. Like, I think it was, like, maybe, like, my last, like,
Yeah, like make a
month or
baking over. That's why I
something.
asked you for dip recipes because I think you made that like that chili dip.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay,
I
yeah.
remember that. You guys came in. I will never forget this memory, you guys. So
Uh-huh.
Anjali had a little bit too much to drink, so she was tipsy. She was feeling herself. She was feeling good. So it's time to leave. So I walk you and Julian to the front.
Jesus Christ, I have
And
no
you
idea where
sit
this
on
is
the
going.
stairs so you can put your shoes on, and you just couldn't do it. Like, you could not, like, focus putting your shoes on. Like, you could not get your foot into your shoe. There was something going on with, like, the shoestrings or something like that. So Julian's standing there patiently. He's like, okay, just, go do it. Go ahead. And you're just like, you're laughing because you can't do it. Then you go, I will never forget this because you're like, I can't get like, my foot in. Like, there was something with your shoelaces, the way it was, like, it wouldn't open wide enough for your foot to go in. And he's like, okay, visualize it. Now go past that and get your foot in. It was so random.
Oh, he's kind of funny.
He's like, visualize it. Now go past it.
And that's been my life for the past 7 years. Like, oh God, that's a great memory. I don't
That's a
remember.
fun
That's a great
memory.
memory for somebody.
Yeah. Total sidetrack, but that was fun. But yeah, our first Valentine's Day, we had a babysit Bam. I made we sliced up potatoes and like put them on a cooking cookie sheet tray thing to like put them in the oven. Took them out, went to scoop them off. Tell me why the layer of cookie tray sheet came up with it.
What
Like
the hell?
the tin, the foil, the metal
What?
came up with the potato.
What?
Yeah.
How hot was that? What the hell?
No idea. So obviously we had to throw it away. I thankfully had like instant mashed potato mix or something like that, but I will never forget that. I'm like, how does this happen? That's never happened to me before.
Was your first Valentine's Day like sooner in your relationship? Or were you guys already together for a little bit?
Like, we literally, I feel like we were together the moment he texted me, like we were like instantly together. Like, we never had the like, will you be my girlfriend? Will you be my boyfriend moment? It was just automatically just like dating. So yeah, this was maybe October, November, December, January, like 4 months into us dating.
Okay.
Yeah, and he gave me a necklace, a key, heart-shaped key. I'm like, why would you give me jewelry for the first time? Like, what's wrong with you? Why would you do
Did you
that?
like it?
No, I did like it, but it's just like expectations now. It's like, I was like, am I going to get jewelry every Valentine's Day? Like, why would you do that?
Oh, okay.
He doesn't do
yeah.
that anymore, but still.
Fair. It's a nice gesture still.
Yeah, nice gesture. Yeah, so
Yeah.
fun times.
Okay, well, Valentine's Day is next week. So I
Yes.
just thought I'd ask. No plans.
You'll probably be my date. Maybe we'll do a video chat.
Yeah. Ooh, yes. We'll talk afterwards. Maybe we'll do something themed.
Yes. Ooh, BuzzFeed quizzes. Who's your soulmate?
Or like those like old Cosmo quizzes where it's like is your relationship on fire or like
Ooh, yeah. Let's see if we can find some of those.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be fun.
Okay, let's do something like that.
That would be so much fun. Yeah. All right, you guys. You could find us on Instagram. Send us an email. We are on TikTok. Slowly getting on the TikTok game. Trying. What else do we got? We're on YouTube.
We are on the new tube.
Is that what you call it now? Is that what it's called?
Lincoln doesn't say YouTube. He says new tube. So
Aww.
it's just new tube in our house.
Oh, I was like, is that a Gen Z thing now? Like, what's happening?
No, I don't know what generation he is, but his generation will make fun of Gen Z, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yes, so Instagram, we're Pop Culture Primas Pod. On TikTok, we're Pop Culture Primas, and on YouTube, we're Pop Culture Primas. So catch us there.
Yeah. Until next time. Bye.
Bye.